Hello everyone, welcome to this problem. Split a string into max number of unique substrings. So in this one we receive as input A, B, C, C, C. This is an example of input. I'm supposed to break this into maximum number of unique substring. So if there were not the unique criteria, you could have said, okay, I can break this into A, B, C, 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 C. That is actually a valid breakdown into substring. But the issue with that breakdown is that you have repetition of A which appearing twice, you have repetition of C appearing 3 times. So this is actually breaking the condition of unique. So now the task is to find out how to split that in such a way that each of the substrings is actually unique and the number of substrings is maximized. So let's find out how to solve this. So let me walk you through this approach. Let's say you have this input A, B, B, A, B, A, B, C, C. Now, how can you organize yourself to break this into all possible substring? The first thing you can say is that, okay, my substring that I can have can either take an A, this is it. You have an A and you reevaluate the rest. That will tell you what to do. Or you can take an AB and you evaluate the rest, or you can take an ABA and you evaluate the rest, and so on. And then when you're doing so, when will you actually break? Like when are you going to stop? If there's nothing to evaluate, that means I just took all of the possible options. So there's nothing to evaluate. I will just return the size of the substring. So let's say here, for instance, I took this one. There's nothing to evaluate. My size of the substring is actually 1. So this is actually a solution of 1. This one, we are having this substring and we have C here. If you want to reevaluate this, we can have a solution with C, just C, which is going to be bind with this previous element. So we are going to have A, B, C, and C, which is actually giving you a total of 2 elements in the list of the substring. Let's say you have this. If you want to evaluate this, just for you to understand better, if you want to evaluate this, you already have an A. You can say, okay, I can take an B. So I will have an A, I will have an B. This is actually my element in the substring, and I will reevaluate this. This same element can give you an AB, right? You are having A previously, so you have A separate, BA, and then you reevaluate the BCCC. So by doing so, you'll be able to find out all of the possible substring that you can have from a given string. And then from all of those elements, now what is the condition for you to decide if it's a valid solution or not? It depends on you. You can either create a set and compare if the size of the set is actually equal to the size of the number of substring. That means there's no duplicate. If it's the case, you consider that solution as one of the valid solution, and at the end you return the maximum. Let us try. So what we will have is that we want to return an helper function which is going to behave like this. Is going to take an array which is the list of the subset of the substring, and the remaining one to explore, which is this. So our function will just be like this. We are going to have int helper, which is taking a vector of string. I will call it selected, yes, and I will have here a string which is actually remainder of the rest. I will call it this like this. So in the recursion, if there's nothing to evaluate, you verify if the selected is actually forming a valid unique substring. If it's the case, you return the answer, which will be used afterward. Otherwise, you create a solution. You assume answer is something that will not affect your solution. And whenever you are looping, you will now evaluate the possible combination, new combination. Let us run and see. Okay, we have an error somewhere. See, I make an error. Selected begin, selected end, selected. So here we have an error. Why are you complaining? I less or equal to rest of size. Okay, I plus plus. At the end of, did you mean equal? Okay, so this is, I'm tired. Okay, okay, let us see anything left. So temp dot push back. It's not JavaScript. Okay, what next? And then here we have to return something. So at the end of this, we need to return our answer. Why are you complaining? You are saying I should not return ans. Ans was not declared, and then you are right because we return ans here instead. Let us try again. So we have everything green. Let us submit. Yeah, it's working. So this was my approach of solving this. Yeah, the performance is not that great, but the most important thing here is for you to be able to break down, to understand the problem and breaking down into an idea and implement the idea. And that is what we did here. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to give me any input. I'll be really happy to interact with you regarding this. See you tomorrow for a new video.